Within the world of Beeswarm, you have a massive catalog of items which you can buy depending on what type of player you are, whether you're early game, mid game, or end game. And in this video, I will be going over every single item that you should buy and you shouldn't buy, and in what order you should buy them. So yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of player you are, early game, mid game, or end game. Just if you're interested in any items and whether you should buy them or not, this video is the one for you. Yeah, like and sub if you find this helpful, and let's get right into it. And I do want to give credit to this guy CatMixPlayz for that video idea, but he did make it a while ago before all the new items were added, so I will be including those in here as well. Yeah, I'll try not to skip any items at all in this video, and I'll try and go through the bad ones, or like the early game ones, very quickly. So the pouch, you should just, buy it, of course. Actually, you can't even buy it, it's free. You get it when you first join. In my opinion, this is such an early game, you probably joined like 10 minutes ago if you are on any of these backpacks. So just buy any of them you can afford. I just recommend redeeming the codes. Get the 5,500 backpack. In my opinion, one of the first things you should buy is all three of these things. The basic boots, which give you player move speed and movement collection, which is actually insane, and you're just starting off with the boots. The belt, it gives you hella capacity for only 14,000 honey, and convert rate and loot luck, which is always nice. The helmet is also pretty cool, you get pollen, you get defense, very nice stuff. The rest of this, it's, the tools, I can also go over this. In my opinion, just get the magnet or the vacuum from the codes, and that's all you really need. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So moving on, I will be going to the 10B area, and in the 10B area, you have this shop. What's the bear called? You have the Pro Bear, I kind of forgot his name. Basically, in here, you have the Mega Jug, the compressor, the light barrel, pour the Hive, and that's all the backpacks you have in this little shop. So yeah, so in my opinion, you should probably get the Mega Jug as soon as you can, as it is a massive step up from the best backpack you can buy in the 0B area, which is the one for 14,000 honey. Yeah, this one is pretty nice, and the compressor and the barrel and the pour the Hive are like also decent options, but at the same time, they are much more expensive. So what I would do is buy the Mega Jug, and if I also have enough honey, buy the Super Scooper or the Pulsar. The Pulsar is pretty okay for like a tool that only costs 120,000 honey. And yeah, the parachute is also pretty nice, but I do know some people don't want to buy it instantly, and they would rather just save it for the parachute on the top shop. And then the rest of the tools are pretty cool. You should definitely buy the Honey Dipper when you can. It is going to be the main white collector tool for white pollen that you're going to have for a while until you get like the porcelain dipper. Then you have the propeller hat, which I would also recommend you buy, as it gives you a bunch of useful perks like 15% pollen, 5% bee ability rate, 10 defense, and 10 jump power, which is going to be massive. And these guards are mostly for preference. The hiking boots, nice, I guess. So yeah, the Brave guard, personally, I wouldn't craft it, as it is kind of, trash. You don't really need colorless bee attack, especially for early game. In my honest opinion, I'd just buy the Hasty guard, because times 1.1 player move speed is pretty cool. And, any move speed early game is very nice, because you're very slow. And I do know the paper planter was added, and if you're early game, I would honestly not bother buying this, as it is a waste of 25,000 honey. And it might not seem like a lot to someone with 169 trillion honey, but for early game 25k, it's a decent amount, especially if you don't have most of these tools bought. So I would just not go for that. And next, I will actually go in the Dapper Bear shop, and I do know the video that covered this previously, and the Dapper Bear didn't come out, so hopefully you guys need any help with the planters, this is the right part for you. Yeah, so plastic planter, you should definitely buy it. It does say not for sale, because I do own all of these planters already, so plastic planter, you should definitely buy it. It's good for early game nectars, and it shouldn't be that expensive. Candy planter, you should also buy it. It is like one of your best sources of jelly beans, other than ant challenges, but who does ant challenges for jelly beans anymore? That's kind of cringe. Now outdated. But yeah, you should definitely buy this. And tacky and pesticide, same with these two. This pesticide is going to be very insane for motivating, and tacky is going to be insane for, I think it's comforting and satisfying. Yeah, right here. Those are going to be very good. I wish I could see the price, but unfortunately I did buy them when Beastmas first came out, so I can't really see the price anymore. But yeah, next, moving on, after the 10B shop, you don't really have much other shops. My next plan is to go over the HQs, so I'm going to go to the blue HQ first. And next, I'm going to do the red HQ, so stick around if you need the red one. But yeah, the bubble wand, you should definitely buy it. It's good for blue pollen. Though I would recommend you do buy the Dark Scythe also, just because Bubble Wand is decently good for blue pollen for the price, and same with the Fire Scythe. It's pretty good for red pollen, but it's absolutely awful for everything else. So I just recommend having both those tools bought and just, you know, switching around back and forth whenever you do need them. It is pretty cheap. It's only 3.5 mil honey and doesn't cost any extra resources, which is quite nice. The blue guard, I would recommend you buy this because the blue and red guards from these HQs are going to be the first thing you're going to have, the first guards, other than the hasty guard if you did buy that. But yeah, this will be a massive step up because it gives you blue pollen, defense, blue attack, blue B attack, I mean. Same with the red guard, I'm pretty sure. So the light guard, I just recommend you buy it whenever you have the resources and honey. And the buckle guard, same with this, because you're going to have this thing for a while until you get the other guard. I think it's a light. I forgot what the good guards are called. Let me see. It's the Cobalt and Crimson, yeah. Until you have Cobalt and Crimson guard, you're gonna definitely need this. The Porta Hive, Blue Porta Hive, I don't know. It's like a preference thing. I wouldn't buy it, even though I do have it bought. I'm sure everyone knows the blue backpack meme, so if you play in a public server, you know, there's still people harassing blue backpacks, which I do not support. If you do that, don't do it, please. Not funny. I'll joke. But basically, yeah, so I just buy it. These sets are pretty decent. Convert rate, instant blue conversion, 10 blue pollen, 1 blue bee attack, 375,000 capacity, which is also very nice. Bubble mask, I do state my opinion on this quite a lot. I would not buy it. I'd just buy the honey mask, which I will get into later, and just keep that until you're like mid-game and you have enough for gummy mask and stuff. In my opinion, this is a massive waste of resources as you are giving it out. As you are giving the shop 50 blue extracts at 15 glitter, 25 oil, and along with 100 million honey, which might be quite a bit for early game players. And the blue clay planter. Once again, I can't see the price because I did buy it a while back, but I do know this is a very good planter. It gives you comforting and refreshing nectar, which are both insanely useful for blue. And yeah, basically, I just have it. I would honestly buy every single planter because once you're mid-game, you can probably afford every single one of them. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And next, I will go over the Tide Popper, and I'm not sure how much you guys want to listen to my opinion on this, as I don't have the thing. I could easily afford it, but I don't have the quests, which I don't want to bother grinding. Wait, what's that, honeybee? You told me to drink some water, but I got you. This isn't really water, but it might as well be. So yeah, guys, you know, make sure you drink some water. Honeybee told you to drink some water. Hydration, stay hydrated. Let's get back into the video. Alright, so pardon the water break, you know, but you know, you gotta stay hydrated, you know. I say you know way too much, but you know, stay hydrated, guys. Alright, so moving on to the red HQ. Same thing with the red guards. Whenever you can buy them, just do it. The first two and the third one, I would also buy because it's not too expensive, only 25 singers, which might be a bit of a pain. So you might want to hold off on buying it just because Vicious Bee, if you don't have it unlocked. I would just buy it just to alternate between Bubble Wand and the Scythe. The Red Porta Hive, it is a decent backpack, so I'd just buy it. And same thing with the Bubble Mask. I would hold off on buying this because you're wasting all these precious resources. And along with 100 million honey, which might be a lot for early game. So yeah, that is basically the red issue. Oh no, I forgot the Scythe and the Clay Planter. I forgot. Those two things are new. So the Clay Planter, I would also buy it. Same thing with the Blue Clay. It is very good for the price. It's pretty cheap. And the Dark Scythe, if you're like endgame and you can afford it, pretty sure you know how to play the game, so you don't really need my tips. But if you're Red Hive, you definitely need this. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. I gotta go in here. So if you guys didn't know, in the Ace shop, this is basically the badge shop. You gotta get 15 badges to step in here. But if you go here and you get a bunch of Ace badges, I'm not sure how many, you just get the chance to go in here. There's a couple free Star Jelly. There's one right here. And you have 4 items, which are very crucial. So the Cobalt Guard, the Crimson Guard, the Honey Mask, and the Honeycomb Belt. In my opinion, I buy every single one of them. I'm gonna start off with the Honey Mask because it's at the top, Honeybee on top. So yeah, Honey Mask, it is a very good mask, and in my opinion, you should just have it until you have enough for a Gummy Mask, or like Demon, or Bubble, or Diamond Mask, whichever one you're trying to buy first. In my opinion, just get Gummy, it's so good for Mixed Hive, and White Hive as well. Yeah, just buy the Honey Mask. It also like syncs with the Gummy Mask, so you get like the passive ability, which is pretty cool. The Cobalt and Crimson, buy it as soon as you can. These two are the guards that every single endgame player has. There's no better guard at the moment. And the Honeycomb Belt, it is pretty decent. You will have it for a while until you have the petal belt, I'm pretty sure. So also gonna be a couple months until you can get that. Yeah, definitely buy every single item in here. It's so good. Get the free search jelly as well. And next, we're gonna head into... And I know some people might bring up like the demon mask, the diamond mask, and the gummy mask over there. In my opinion, I kind of went over all three of them, like somewhat a little bit, so it's more of a choice. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't, don't, you know? You might seem like a massive investment, but in my opinion, just get the gummy mask and stick with it for a while until you have enough, until you actually decide what Hive color you want to be, and then you might have enough, or you probably will have enough, or, you know, get your Hive switched, and the other mask you might want to buy. Whether you want to keep being a white Hive with a gummy mask, or be red with demon, or be blue with diamond mask, which, you know, imagine being blue ratio. So yeah, moving on to the top shop. You have the top bear chilling here for the past 4 years, and he is just protecting all these things. So let's just go over it in order. Golden Rake, you could buy it. It is 20 million, and it is a massive step up from all the 5 different tools that you could have bought, I'm pretty sure. You have the Honey Dipper for 1.5 mil, and then you have the Scythe and the Bubble Wand for 3.5 mil each. And the Golden Rake for 20 million honey, it is going to be pretty decent. It's like an okay tool, I guess. It gives you a weird animation, but it's like, it's okay for 20 mil, you know? Gives you a decent amount of pollen, and it's good for any type of Hive color, which is decent. Work stuff, you don't gotta get started on this. Everyone believes you if you have this. It is probably the worst tool for price inside the game. Next, you have the Beekeeper's Boots, which, you know, you should probably buy. You will actually have the Beekeeper's Boots for a while until you get the clogs. The Beekeeper's Mask, I should have went over the shop before the Ace shop, but you will probably have this before the Honey Mask for a little while. But the Honey Mask isn't that hard to get, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You have the Mondo Belt Bag, which you should also buy since you're going to have it for a while until the Honeycomb Belt. And after the Honeycomb Belt, you're actually going to move on to the Petal, which I will go over in just a second. Then you have the Porcelain Dipper, which you should also definitely buy. You're gonna have this thing for a very long time until you complete some Windy Bee quests. And Porcelain Porta Hive, also buy this. You're gonna have it for a long time until you get the Coconut Backpack, which is the best backpack in the game currently. And the Glider, I don't have to get started on this. It's the best way to move around the map in a game where you're basically relying on speed. It's so good. For only 5 mil, everyone should buy this as soon as possible. Next, you have the Hive Slot, which, you know, buy as many as you can. They're pretty good. But make sure you actually balance leveling up your Hive and buying slots, because both things are very important. Yeah, for the next shop, I will have to go inside the Coconut Cave, which might take a while killing the crab just because I am a blue Hive. Like I said, blue Hives are awful. Okay, so Coconut Crab killed very easily, didn't take like 5 minutes. Okay, so going in here, first thing you notice is leaderboard, kind of cool. My fastest is 28 seconds, imagine, kind of slow. But basically, going in here, you have 4 things that you see. The leaderboard, the little coconut dispenser, and these 2 things. So both these, you should buy. I don't even have to like talk about the Coconut Cancer. It is currently the best backpack inside the game. Coconut Clogs, you're going to have them for a very, very, very long time until you get the Gummy Boots. If you even will get Gummy Boots, trust me, it is torture, it is pain. But yeah, so both things, they are worth investing in, because like I said, you're going to have them for a very, very long time. Coconut Cancer you're gonna have forever until the game updates in another 20 years and we get a new backpack. Okay, so after that we are gonna move on to the Petal shop, and this should wrap up the video after this. Yeah, there are only 3 things in here. First, you have the Petal Wand, which I'll equip for the Spark Staff because I don't want it no more. So basically, if you guys play this game a lot, you would know that there's this thing called Spirit Petals right here. I'm pointing to one on screen. You get one per every 10 quests you complete from the Spirit Bear. So she gives you 30 quests in total, and you have the potential for 3 Spirit Petals at the end. The one you need for the Petal Belt, one you need for the Petal Wand right here, and Petal Belt, and the third one you need for Windy Bee. So in my opinion, you should probably get the Petal Wand first, and then you get the Windy Bee. Or to get the Windy Bee, you gotta donate the petals to the one shrine, and then donate vials, which might take you a while, but it shouldn't take that long. Hopefully. And lastly, you have the Petal Planter. This thing is 5 trillion honey, I'm pretty sure, and then the most expensive thing is the 50-year-old wax, which is very hard to get. But yeah, you should probably get it because it is very good. And if you grind or macro the game a lot, which I have a tutorial on how to macro if you want to watch that, it's in the description. But if you do AFK this a lot, you will get some good rewards like loaded dice, glitter, glue jelly beans. And it's also very good for nectar just because satisfying and comforting. It can store up to like 24 hours, I'm pretty sure, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, basically this should wrap up the video. So, you know, like, subscribe if this helped you out at all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.